All right, so let's go ahead and pivot over to our next segment when we're talking about the Utah Jazz here. So let's go ahead and talk about our franchise player, which is Lauri Markkanen, in this episode of the DNA Sports Recap Player Profile. Lauri Markkanen was born in Vanta, Finland on May 22nd, 1997. As a young player, Lauri's basketball journey started with Hansu, a local team in Jyväskylä, Finland. The early years laid the foundation for his future success. He ended his time with Hansu averaging 9.3 points per game. Markkanen continued his development by playing for HBA Marksi from 2014 to 2016. It's a team that is the Finnish second-tier league. During this time, he showcased his potential by refining his shooting touch, also averaging over 21 points per game, and his versatility by showing over 7 rebounds and 1 assist per game. In 2016, Lauri Markkanen made the decision to head to Arizona. The Arizona Wildcats head coach, Sean Miller, recognized Lauri's potential. Sean stated on Larry, "I will put him up against anybody, not just a freshman, toe-to-toe, the quality of player that he is. I don't care if he's from Russia, China, Finland, Japan, North Dakota, Florida, or New York City. If you have eyes and you've seen Arizona play, there aren't many players that play the way he plays. Tonight, he had 13 rebounds and 16 points. 3 threes he hit in the first half were the threes that you don't often see guys like him make in college. At the University of Arizona, Markkanen showcased his ability to blend his finesse and power. Standing at 7 feet tall, he possessed the agility and of the guard skills with the ability to play forward. Lauri Markkanen was a scoring machine. His signature move was a step-back three-pointer that he averaged 42% on. His release was smooth, and the defenders struggled to contest against it as he shot 49% from the field. Lauri Markkanen showed his versatility was not just with his ability to shoot. He averaged 15.6 points per game, showcasing his ability to attack the rim, rebound, and even handle the ball well, as he only averaged 1 turnover per game, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist per game as well. Wildcat Nation embraced him, as you could hear throughout the McHale Center. Whenever Lauri Markkanen stepped on the floor, they chanted "bear down."
That's cool.
So in 2017, he was drafted by the Chicago Bulls with the 7th overall pick. His rookie impact was electric. He averaged 15 points, 7 points per game. He averaged 36% from 3 and 43% from the field on 29 minutes per game. His best season with the Bulls was 2018 through 2019, where he averaged 18.8 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 1.4 assists per game. However, his minutes did drop with the addition of Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls traded him to Cleveland that offseason. With the Cavs, he would play on average 30 minutes a game, averaging 14.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists per game. He was included on the Donovan Mitchell trade, sending him to the Utah Jazz. And with the Utah Jazz, everything was about to change, but more on that in just a minute. 2022 FIBA Eurobasket, Lauri Markkanen showed not just a catch and shoot player, he's not just a screener, he's not just a guy that will move around ball screens. He does all those things. Moving on to his time with the Utah Jazz. Lauri Markkanen earned his first All-Star nod with the Utah Jazz, showcasing his scoring. He also was, due to injury, he was named a starter as an All-Star for the Midseason Classic here in Salt Lake City. He was the league's most improved player during the 2023 season campaign. He was named this for his offensive flourish. He averaged 25.6 points per game while flirting with an impressive 50-40-90 shooting splits. That's 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from the line. He's a consistent performer. Over the first 45 games of this season, 2023 and 24, Markkanen's maintained an impressive stat line of averaging 23.4 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists per game, with a field goal shooting of 49.9% from the field, 40.4% from 3, and 88.5% from free throw line, giving him a player efficiency rating of 22.21. Such an immediate positive impact for the Utah Jazz, even though his name has been mentioned in several trade rumors over the last 2 years. And it's our belief here at DNA that Danny Ainge would trade away his own mother for a first-round pick. He is the piece the Utah Jazz look to build around, and his statements of loving it here in Utah and wanting to raise a family here speak volumes. Look forward to seeing Lauri continue his growth with the Utah Jazz and hope to see the number 23 hanging from the rafters in the Delta Center. And that is the Lauri Markkanen DNA Sports Recap Player Profile.
Lauri is exactly the perfect Utah Jazz man, dude. He's a perfect fit for this roster. He's a perfect fit for the community. He's a family man that loves being here. He enjoys raising his family here. For being a superstar in the NBA and a one-time All-Star and going to the biggest stage of basketball and, one of the biggest stages in basketball in FIBA, just performing like an animal there. And then you can still just catch him outside playing Frisbee golf. and playing with his dog, and
to the park in Salt Lake, right?
He's just still a regular guy, so he fits perfect.
I think it's been great. His journey to the NBA was, definitely an interesting one.
Pretty impressive.
I hope you guys liked it. Go ahead and let us know in the comments down below what you think of Lauri Markkanen. Do you think he's here for a long time like we do? We hope he signs with the team. And I know the Jazz are definitely looking that way for sure. And if you are watching this on YouTube after in the or listening on podcast, we do broadcast this live every single week at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday. So if you can't make it this week and you're catching this on the recording, make sure you check us out next week. So we'll love to engage with you.